Just like as you said, Ebuka Obi was supported a few years back. He's not the first evangelist. He's not the first person in the church or ministry. Every people that have come, and when those people are not against the ministry or the church or whatsoever you name it. Only where you see people talking is when you are doing, and what people will complain about the wrong thing you did. Imagine we Ebuka Obi hospital, law school, or whatsoever. You can't see anybody come and condemn law hospital. People answer Matthias or hospital, no, it will take these people in the people their sense of hard because also have no room come hospital. You have to, you know, if you before the wrong. When somebody did such thing, you have to applaud that person. So same thing goes with Ebuka Obi. Question: is it the right thing you did or the wrong thing you did, which they are trying to correct? If the answer is yes or no, now let me make my own submission. Ebuka Obi should first of all know that now a seminarian, not a Catholic church, on the same level. One, I don't know why he's going against the Reverend Fathers. Even though na kiss will come back away before mana election I met at that time. Only Kudo Kadime was there and money they could say. You understand? That is how I take my decision as well. Now he keep on saying the father or so I know state and I'm don't refer to, but we should know don't refer to. Those people are now under what circumstances? One, we are not on the same states. Two, and they are half a another level. See, here because being a host one program a day, like Hotel Sunday Kita, people are not good day, higher no get room with it. And when one church in Lagos, you see I got palace, is there I got palace and about I got bridge, you know I got junction, I got an about. You take care of your left, then they call or whatever. Oh, it's a come after Biana, after church I was St. Mary's. Yen the cook kidding so Ebuka Obi. After church I was St. Mary's. Had a 1 mass by 6:30, went by 8, 9. Went 12. We went because I was by 5 in the evening. The congregation buried that mass 6:30, 9, and 12. Ibo can't tell you no. Iye no na Zion today. Eruho congregation buried that church. Iye ne one particular church, one church. Now we are comparing Zion with the Catholic church in Nigeria. Zion one at Lagos called the name na Go Palace. They host only one program a day. Ebuka Obi Megidero congregation academic Catholic na so Go Palace and Nigeria. They never 80 to 90% of you Zion when the Catholic because they always come with the format, Catholic format. Even the average made chapter chaplet. He want to go Catholic. I was no name in a Catholic way. So you should stop mentioning anything, Reverend Father. Not defend you. But don't want one game that guy play. This game will play now. Open on now with that idea. Man, not too smart. Or no money that idea. Man, not the person that a little bit smart. Do you know what Ebuka Obi did? Ebuka Obi because of this last issue over now. This mine state was on 300 million now. Ebuka Obi. Immediately now. I hope this strategy of this Beijing. You can make on 300 million. The case is close go now. He had a debate. Is now virgin now. It's a plan now. So that's all that kind of thing can I like in person. That is called smartness.
Yeah. Strategy.
It's strategy now. I didn't that you can afford the I didn't put this. Yeah, the virgin or was virgin or no virgin. Or virgin, no virgin. Who cares? Anybody can come and say I will virgin. I will virgin waja. If you will bishop, you will bishop. If you will pass, if you will evangelist, you will evangelist. You need another also evangelist and do to you. Who need to cook, or man to put your wife on Bojuka, and then I know what Parencata. He put you pastor or pastor. So if the way to go on virgin or wood virgin, obey potassium, it's a challenge. Reverend Father, in a Kedeka, yes, Yama. Okay, in the Hukumas. Kedeka. Reverend Father, in a Potanka, Kedeka, yes, you check on your virgin when I was virgin. Your Hukumas now. So do the idea them because me reach again. I pray for this lady in State House. Ever how can we then so we are Okay, last year, 6 months. Man, they was so smart. We will do this in show of Beijing, we overcover anchor. So, Omega escape now. Because Makana, when you lay foundation on lies, the thing will keep on exposing you. I saw one no one don't had at Roma, and with many on about Roma, and they won't hear anybody complain about those ones. But when the wrong one, Konde should stop saying, and I achieve to Kai, can't go on Kai. Just like you could. I was watching one video yesterday, Febe Soludo for Onion, one man, I'm your pastor. On the Kuchukuna, always said that Nano, that all this should stop. That is constituting nuisance. That same people, they very happy now. I stop because that man should be arrested yesterday as well. They tell you about I'm telling you something. The same people now they very happy now. Yes, you stop it. They are now the one now crying yesterday. I'm seeing on their comments.
Yes.
If they now. Can you different? Okay, in a church, you are deceiving people. You are deceiving people because you now deceive. If you ask me why any different there, that's why I'm just in here because they're in the same channel but in a different categories and in a different format.
Yes.
Now, I be on the side of education. I can listen at school, school and whatsoever. One day, Ebuka Obi will typical example of school. One day, Ebuka Obi go engineer. Engineer, yes, engineer. With a PhD, or master degree, he now resort to be a pastor or another evangelist or prophet. We better when I went for our Reverend Father now, I'm Kodo. Because I'm Amaku. You know, Maria. If you know more, apart from Ebuka evangelist or Toreton now, or Brugal, or anything over school and walk around a barrier. Yes, now.
Yes.
Engineering work and how to take on under the influence of his brother.
Now. Only engineer ya bụ nwere ike ọbụna nwere boy ejegba ihe ọkụ o nwere ike ọkwa ya na agbajie ya aka ma gbakpọ ya anya nyawa fụta ebe anọ n'akụkụ nwanne ya nwoke na ụlọ nwa pipo na-atụ ego na-enye ya ọ bụrụkwa mma that is all I have to say for now. Good morning.
Okay,
thank you very much, Humphrey. Okwu you but if I na-eme ka anyị gbazie ibi ndụ na anyị nọkwa anyị nwabụ ndị nọ na-ekwu na ya achọzi ibe ọ na gbasara Christianity na ala Igbo onye mara ebe ọ gwara ya ji echiri ọgọ dị ya ka anyị nwee ike kpakọ ọnwa ya ọnụ because na the religion and link our brains together as one mana ọ bụrụ ya na onwegodi nwanne anyị ka na-eme na ya na-enyere ya advice so ekene ngọ ọfụma Ogobi gaa n'iru please ọ bụrụ inwe ike kpatụzi ọnwa ebe ito ikwu etikwa ngị ka m adịkwa onye ọzọ
ekene m ụmụnne m na ụmụnna m eghọtago ya gaziere onye ọbụla ọ bụrụ obere iwe achị m na agwọ na akpị ya chịta wụala anyị na-agba anyị na-atụ anyị ghọtago oge elugo na ya ekpochichi iwe ghọtago akọmendị m Soludo na the latest na update about action no take against religious nuisance. Yetago na bani all these I call them religious touts. Na-ekwuoli ka agwa na alụmwa akpọlọ microphone na na-ebechi mmadụ ntị yetago ka ọ kere. Like he said, yetago na noise bụ unwanted sound. And this has been lingering on right from Maramu Campbell himself. N'isi ụtụtụ n'isi windo m ọ na-abịa ya n'azụ azụ. Agụlụ abụọ mmadụ na-alalụ ụlọ ahụ na-enye mmadụ nsogbu. Yeta. Christianity is very, very toxic. Very, very toxic. Unfortunately, we were severely colonized. So to that extent, they damaged us. Anyamara Kendi, Anyamara Kebe. And not limited to us, Bundu Igbo, Nabaibu Nigeria. All spread like wildfire amongst black community. Caribbean, Ojiwe, all that is all my no Caribbean. In fact, in Oji no one in a parandim. Also, Umunna in Oji in America, Ojiwe. Umunna in Oji no Bodo no England, Ojiwe. Yatawo, Ochuana, Mana, Mbai na Bayu Anua, or Guayna, Kamali Kashi, which if you anua, called Lime, Ogune, which if you na community ndị ojii n'ụwa niile chikpochefie na ala Igbo ka anyị Igbo nwere onwe ya. Yatago maka na eto m n'iru nna nna m awụrụ m ibe akpọrọ omenala udodo enwere peace and tranquility na ala Igbo yọta everywhere na delu jụụ anaghị na-asọ ajọ ibe nsọ mana ndị ụka pale ụka bata wee tisekọrọ ibe niile were ashishi chikọrọ everywhere kọlụ spirituality enwere isi gbogo spirituality enwere isi wee gbede ọ bụrụ spirituality na add value to humanity ka patara no spirituality na extract value from humanity ka pala pia anyị to that extent ekene m Soludo na action ogbutula ọjụtụlụ ogbutula enu ogbutula ana yata action no take like kamia and the other that we said to ndụ na-akpụgharị microphone na-akwụgharị na street ndụ all the churches man to the microphone outside and na-ekwuchi mmadụ ntị she share their microphone onye apafụ she mechie ibe ya she mechie ụlọ ụka ya na be mụ na azụ be mụ enwere ndị ama Jehova na-ewu ele ka a na-etikpo na-ekwuchi mmadụ ntị anaghị ekwe mmadụ ezu ike getago anya ta mụ nọ lasa ọ na-abịa ya n'azụ azụ isi ọdụm na-abịa ebe enunwa asị na ndụ ama Jehova na ba mepere ya ọgwụ ebe ọ bụla abụkwara na alụkọrọtara mbudu ejere na-ewu bido kụwa aka rentịrị ya as their worship place amara m onye mere anyị destiny ghọtago a na mbụ nọ last time ji ewu nwanne m nwaanyị mụrụ nwa ya na di ya ọ na-abịa n'azụ n'azụ ụlọ nwatakịrị aka mụrụ ọgwụ ụmụazị too ewere noise wee too and that is why we are very loud all over the world the machine anyị dị very loud anyị na ndị ọchịchị na-emekiri ibe na na-ekwu okwu onwe ka esi nwee ụgba n'ọfịs ma anything ma ejee ma ọ bụ na nke ndị uwe ojii na-ekwu okwu but they do aggressive. You are talking down on them because of do too loud, or because of noise pollution. On create all these things. The line. And also, like a plan, an area, another Michikolavia, a last time. KJ Kokajet Balitemi, Ashina, Belansha, what kind of nonsense is this? So, Ekeneke here. And Amalindu wundu fake, but I know fake anyway, wouldn't care really. Man, Amalindu, yeah, all of them were fake. Amalindu, one in G spirituality, mana religious, manankendo, manankendo, anyway, maybe go do menana. Manana, nkendo, Kashi Palava. She took over in the same place. Mando menana, over Marapo woman anyway. These are Anima Power. Should I say my power? Because so many.
Then I go.
Yet I go. Do not go. Jidelo umunna netitoko. She chileva man kendo ka work all at the same place. Rabia go share that power one way. I want to go chileva no longer. Neje. Kama mani bo adumma. Yetawa anwa. So to that extent, ekeneke Soludo, na ememma. Ayi kwadolia. Then I bet. Na nwanne anyị nwoke wee Ebuka Obi Ebuka Obi ịma na asị na gbalị ghala oke ọbụla ala ọkwa maja majokwutekwa m ya na ghala oke ịghọtago nwanne anyị nwoke Ebuka Obi, I'm sorry to say this, he's just all the psychotic. All I suffer from Evang Ebuka psychosis. Yetago ibe lawyer. Imana bad religion the very, very, very toxic. In fact, all the worse than cancer. Which you can off entirely. Very, very toxic. And look, and when I do unnecessary anger for no reason. I think even one night we can stop with my even didn't bafuta or she don't allow no kute. Yawu chukwu ọbụ na yawu chukwu do. Chukwu rafu ka ị na-alụ n'okwute onye chukwu ahụ were ezigbote chukwu. Dimkpa pantụlụ, dimkpa nne na nna ya mụfụtalụ n'ụwa. Ka ị bịa nọchie anya nna nna anyị ba, mmekwa n'ibe nna nna anyị ba mere. Ịfụtazi ọbụ n'elu okwute ka ị na-alụ n'ajịrịja. In this modern era, ị na-akụ ya, iwu na-ere etu ọnụ. Bịakwa isi n'ịka egwere ose before. Ya igwe nụrụ ose. Iwule na-eme ọnụ ọ bụ igwe ose wu ya stik eji emesho onye ma ọkwa na Chukwudu ndị ọ pịara ike ndị ọ kpọrọ ndị amụma ọ bụba igwe ose abịa ọ bụ na igwe ose na ka o ji ịmara na ndị yi na-egwele ose na-emekwa ibe ị na-eme aghara akpata nwa ego ka nwee influence n'ụwa Ebuka Obi akwụkwọ na akwụkwọ just a stark illiterate yatago ndị na-eme charismatic
Obi shouldn't go personal, please.
All right. Okay. Here they go. Sorry about that.
Yes. Just I'm working on my
So, unfortunately, my the Bible, actually no word of God. About the word of God. All word of man about you about God. Here they go. They based on their perception and their understanding about what they perceive as even Kelowa. Because even when work or a concept, that is why in reality context you can pull it out. It is just happening in your head only. You can prove it to nobody or your personal truth. Whatever. That thing now that even at all go pia ike or would ezibu a call. Makanama Lamona, Ellen Abumon Nakambo, and we monna. When nna nna eva ba ino no ba ino na wujekulu speed ka ji ele ka make odolo na mma as a matter of fact owu na enwe mattress nwe bed a na-eku ebe a na-eku ikpo back in the days nke eji aja ọtalụ ma ọ bụ nke eji osisi ibe na nkwụ wala alụ ba ya prefer ka gwu mgbabalalo na mattress ka arodogo mma ba no mgbabalalo na data ikpo mana ya wi akpọlụ Chukwu isi na ị na-ebe because of ko we pia iki na na ikpokere na atụ onwe ha anyị na onwe ka ị na-ogbu yetago even na gwara bia uchi edu ya mana all I know bụ na ndị na-eme religion wachene from A to Z the domino wall valolo is falling apart yetago that domino wall our build is just falling apart and it won't take time. It might not happen in our generation, but all I know, Buna, Christianity will fizzle out, just like it fizzled out in Europe. Tatawoka, Europe, everywhere to quiet, peace and tranquility everywhere. In fact, 99.9% of churches in Europe, monumental churches, the historical churches, had to go closed up. Most of them are turned to get to burial ground. And don't need that place, won't do that oka, need that place, and that is it. Oh, Chigo. Yes, Chigo. So on the bay, Marata water, Makaba Mara, you are my alone. Your Taranua. Oge no Nigeria, Ejem Kefade, Ejem Kefada, Okafada, Lozieka, Uzi. Am I right? If you remember, Ejike, one of you talk for that Uzieka, Lozieka. Enwe pastor also ministry chine obrozo imbamba obrozo e wora aluze o mapade gbaja there are thousands enwe ka emechi Catholic churches communicate here because na iwo na eme chichere echi ka iwo na eti ndo mmadụ ibe awure ibu o makata ola ibe o shodu na ibe otirekwe nnam maka nna m nwere side problem yotago educhemje echem na nke fadede me nothing at the end of the day banza. And they people all. And that time, I weren't any phone, I weren't any phone, and weren't any smartphone. Yet I go, hey, you watch do Zewaka, people do more even now because they were social media. Like one night working in Lagos, who now, and I never married engineer in the mother or the yet I go. I mean, even a woman who could if Takuroko in a lumun, no one called on. I mean, I don't understand it. Yet I go. mana ka ọ dụbadụghara ibe ịghọtago a ga-emecha aka ga-ebiwe n'ala bọsụba ga-ada ka ime ele echi enwe plen ishi echi n'elu kpọrụ wee sụjacha ọ ga-asụ ike na sụjacha ike it's just a matter of time ịghọtago ka a na-eje ndụ ka ji na-aga ka ọra m ele na onye nwe ibe ọ ga-atụ ya tụ ya.
Thank you very much, Ogobi. Okwu Igbo ọtọ ka siga ife anyị na-eme bụ ka ọ dị mma. Yes, ọgụ anyị na-anụ abụrụ ofu onye Igbo ka anyị na-anụgide anyị na-anụgo ọgụ niile afọ onye ọbụla sị na ya pasọ ma evangelist nọ na Naịjirịa ka anyị nwee ike zọpụta ụmụ nwanne anyị ndị Igbo a na-egwu wayo. So anyị adịla fight one particular person. Anyị anọgoro na this fight before onye nwe wee rise ya and even ọmụgo ndị anyị chụpụ na ọkwa before ọ bịakwa na ọ na-emego na kansa bụ ị na-agụ osi ebe ọzọ wee na-apụta. So ekele nga ọfụma mmiri ọma gaa n'iru please. So Ogobi gbatuzie ka ntị nkwụsị okwu ya because anọzi na close ka ntị edochia
n'ime 1 second ka m wee gbatuo ibe ọzọ nchọkwa ịtụ ya bụ onwe ka ozi ishi elu solu udo ntị ụmụnna anyị nụnwa kpatara ego n'ala Igbo na-akpa agwa ka ụmụazị creatizi milonia club akpọrọ ya milonia club ka milonia ya onwe akpọrọ ya a na-agbanwe na YouTube yọtago sokola poison the minds of our youth, our innocent youth. Yotago, umure makabashi pata ego, vajizi we start, ne clean ego up. Anakata shi ne make no. Yotago, manachora mebe as personal go bona na ko wole na gbafu abo. Ana mashi ku uche be dia. Obu na government of ndị Igbo ga-ezilibu because they're dying and wine with them. Unfortunately, because the jiwe ebe governor ya ucha ma governor anyị ka nọcha that place because of jiwe. Unfortunately, that was in a social media. She na billionaire Igbo billionaire club and na-show off unnecessary na apagharị ego emechefu nwanne anyị nwoke nke bụ ụzọ kwa ma mụ ya do popular before ọ na-ezo onwe ya ezo ọ paftagokwuo onwe ebe anụnwa for what? You need to intimidate ụmụazị. You are poisoning the minds of our youth.
Not even intimidating, misleading people. Intimidating, but
yes,
misleading people.
They receive money.
Without solid background or trace, you know.
Yes, without solid background. Before I am all of a sudden, what investment I am along with all of a sudden.
Every day, can fake medication. Who knows number of people these people will do? Who knows every day?
From nowhere, our market after and I pay go up and down. Oh, could I make business and spend they go like that? One time working nothing. You better not patalegi nothing.
Hotel, he go in first. Recover your investment. On the case, you go hotel, man. Yeah,
you nothing. Lawyer man will business. Even a business industry will be the normal. Costa you can never see them spend money carelessly now after go. But I know I'm giving go after Nike. That's what you have no kid. This is their own kid. And our government in Igbo government could etakoloba. One over seriously they should start with, otherwise because a good thing. They are not good old men at all. Yet I go to us. You know? Kora mele no anyway. Kambatu ozo bata. No na background agent.
Thank you very much. Mira magani.
Agawaja ekenengi. Ege Jack ekenengi.
Good morning, sir. Welcome.
Waja sen chukwu mama mo chukwu gbago ume. Ihe obula na iji we gbago ume. Gba somebody like Ejike. Daalụ no. Ma Matthias na mbụ na agba ifu na ewechitere ordinances n'ala Igbo. Ịma na unu nwa na-aba kwụsị okwu pụọ unu amara dị mmasị na unu na-agba mbọ karịa dị gọvanọ oyiwu na ojize physical power mana this message unu na-pass like this is going deep in minds of people are turning back on daily basis. Ọnya bụ ihe butere this fight a ifuru ndị ụka na-agbagharị ihe a mana ma achọrọ m nje that side. So yen na-ekwu uwu njisi ike aga na-ekwu ya because we still have a long way to go. Ndị be anyị dị too religious. For me, I think by this time now na ekwesịrị onye ọbụla na-aka akụkọ na-ekwu okwu Jesus Christ ekwesịrị ịdị na-eteke onye ahụ serious person. For me, gị na mmadụ kwubido okwu na ọ sị gị Bible asị foto onye ahụ na onye ahụ ka na ka bụ ụmụazị ka ọ sị na akụkọ ife ka ọ bụ uche ụmụazị ka eji eje ụka. Ọ dị ka uche ụmụazị ka eji awọchị fim. O nwere ihe ekwesịrị ndị be anyị anyị ekwesịghị ntofe datin fim iwọchị na ụmụazị mgbe ị dị na ụmụazị mgbe ị nọ praịmarị school iwere awọchị ya na ọ bụrụ mind ahụ iji wọchị ya that time ka ị eji awọchị ihe ama na ihe a niile bụ nkata akpara akpa na-ada emere mistake na ya. Religion Jizọs na ndị otu ya bụ biznes ndị ọcha butere be anyị. Edukeshọn ha si na ha tinyere na ya wụ ka ọ dịrị ha izi ịkọnvat anyị izi to communicate na ihe ha bịa. O nwere mgbe ndị ọcha bụ ihe ọma n'obi bụ chọọchị bịa. O nwere uru chọọchị bara n'Igbo even single one. So sị ka nkele gị mana so disi n'ike na mbụ nna gba ike agwụkwa n'unu. So anyị nwa na anya na-emekwa ike anyị because ọ dịrị izi ịpụta now otu anọ na asị m na m bugidere my own ruo 215. Many people had got tired of Christianity before. But many people had got tired of Christianity before. Let me tell you, many people had got tired of Christianity. Many people here had half. So, but they were looking for the platform to speak out. Oh, yeah, Melodica Matthias Bidel, we much followers, don't we? People are not getting it. Man, do to ndị mmadụ was o nwere mgbe ya bụ ịpụta na line mụnwa na the brothers pụta na line si na mmadụ ejekwa ụka ndị mmadụ atọ nọ na-ele m si m isi na ije eje ụka nsị gbogodo m nwa reason m eji wee jewe ụka ọsị m ije ekpere Chukwu nsị na Chukwu nọrọ n'ụlọ ụka o tego olie m mewere detain mana now people ya dị proud na-ekwu ya now na ha Jesus Christ enwere ihe ọ bụ ihe a niile bụ fear etiri anyị n'ime before. Matthias people
have known some of this truth before Matthias. It's just like Matthias take it more distinct. Many
people are tired of Christianity.
Even people beyond most of them knew this thing before Matthias.
All of them know. Exactly. 95% of ndị na ha na-emeke ihe wu Christian and the people na afụta na onye nke a si no somebody ajụgo m ọ bụ na enigwe adịrọ kedu ihe a na-emere ihe ọma. Some of them believe no ka ha mee ihe ọma ka ha jee n'igwe. No, all those mentality, all those things. So jisi n'ike na mbụ nna agba. Then come to our brother Ebuka Obi. Two advice ka mụ ha nwere inye. One wụ ya gwa onwe ya eziokwu hapụ ihe ọ na-eme. Ọ bụ na ọ ya ekwu ya mee ya just hapụ ihe ọ na-eme mana ọ bụ na ọ ya ekwere ya mee ya jide ndị nke o jidegoro ready those atụrụ ọ gadagoro onwego his own atụrụ sheep followers ya riwe ndị nke ahụ ya stop godu arrange for now because onwego a lot of enemies. Many things ọ na-eme aga na monitor ya. So he nwere much actors and actresses social media adugo ọdọ ihe ọbụla o mee kịta na ndị mmadụ ya etinye anya. So ọ bụ na ọ chọrọ ịka ha jidekwe ndị nke o ji ka ọ ghara ịkpụ afọ na complete because I see no rain chego mgbe anyị na-agba na ka onye ọzọ ghara ipik kwa from him dịkwe ndị be anyị Ebuka rain chego. So ọ bụ na ọ chọrọ ịkpụ afọ na complete ya kwụsịgodo arrange ya for now ihe niile ọ na-akọwu story. So ihe mụnwa na-edere ngwa ya ma ọ bụ na ọ ya ekwu ya mee. So people amaghị ihe and the more na-akụ ya wụ people na-afụta ya na o nwere ihe n'ọmụmụ and the more na-akọ ya ka ọ na-eme mistake. So you must lie to cover lie. That's why Christianity can never stand without lies. So na ka ha moto a n'ọnụ waja daalụ nọ siri ike.
Waja can chip in before J hustle today Sunday. Today Sunday hustle. Anyway, I listened to what our brother Humphrey from UK said. Humphrey, the highly intelligent and a critical thinker. Also, now, all of a sudden, the issue of virginity now came up, and everything about Lovett, which Lovett owned is the almost the whole thing people need to know about that ministry. But they use their virginity, will push the minds of people away from Lovett. Nobody's talking about Lovett and prophecy. None. There are ways people operate. That's why so many people operate as syndicates, collective effort. They may do something together and come up, just like people that do saga. They may collide them within themselves, inbox or inside, and come out and do something. We'll be thinking that they are in a meeting. So that virginity of a thing is a kind of distraction, because both of them are chasing the same goal in different directions. Both Fr Nwebe and Fr Zion Ebuka Obi and every other pastor, if I'm not mistaken, majority of them, they have one goal, one objective: fame, money, which me and you are the one that are going to bring it. So they have one objective. Just let us do it in the other way around. Do it the other way. We are still going to catch this move. So the Fr Nwebe know that if he centered mainly on that Lovett, he might be directly or indirectly implicated or involved in some of the prophecy. The people are going to take some of his prophecy or whatever as well. So now they channel it in the other way. Now everybody's talking about virginity. The issue of Lovett is over. Nobody's talking about which issue of Lovett. Let's assume that somebody hire Lovett, and they showed us the picture of a reverend father. Which reverend father will come with these people, knowing fully the video? Because if you video something, you have to view it before you post it to the whole world. Now they saw the picture of a holy reverend father. Now, which Reverend Father? Nobody knows about it. Let's assume that Reverend Father planned it. Lovett has been a member of Zion since more than 1 year. Now, let's assume that Lovett is just a newcomer in Zion. Who gave that prophet?
Terry, send the other request, please. Terry,
who gave that prophet?
Send the other request. Send the other request back.
Okay, let's assume that the part of Lovett is fake, now arranged from Reverend Father or whatever. What of the prophecy? Who is the real Lovett that God is about to bless in Enugu? Anyway, that is immaterial. Now, coming to the salute of 18, banning public preaching. These are what we have been saying. Though I'm a Christian, I never deny being a Christian. But we have things, if you want to have a justice to a people, do things the way it should be. We have different kinds of belief and religious system, Now, why must you favor one and disfavor the other? For example, I could remember those days in main market. I was in main market as of 1999-2000. Mbadinu Judah was the president or governor of Anambra. He do come to main market to preach. On Mondays, they closed the market. All of a sudden, we started losing customers. People that come from afar. So by that time, we are selling Indonesian material, silk, Georgette, at Relief Main Market and Gongoro. That meant this thing. So we started losing customers. People are no longer coming the way they come on Mondays because of that prayer that always they do in the morning. Now, in that prayer, let's assume that some people there are members of some other religion, maybe Muslims. We have also people that are doing business in main market. Most of them are Muslims. We have women and native doctors that have shops. Then what if these people say, okay, since Christians do their own on Monday, equal rights, freedom of worship, we want to be doing our own on Thursday in the same market. Every Thursday, main markets have to be closed. Then that's where you get majority carry the vote. But in a democracy, in a functional system, you don't do things about the number. You did things that will favor everybody. Then, but we Christians don't really go deep because we lie to ourselves. Now, coming to the era of Soludo started with native doctor, which all of us blamed him. Why I blame him? Because he's an Igbo man. He would have channeled it in this way. Fake native doctors. We know them. They know them. Not just touching women and at the same time. But now, he now shifted the base to Christians, preaching in open public place, and people are now saying that he is going to see the wrath of God, a kind of a threat that have deviated, just because he said that no opening prayer, that if you want to do those things, go to your church or go to your mosque, which is okay in Western world everywhere. I don't see anything bad about what he did. People are saying that he's part of Antichrist. No, I think he's a Christian. So why can't we tell ourselves the truth? All these prophecy or whatever we are doing, those things have no economic importance. Anything you are doing for humanity and that thing doesn't have any profit or dividend to people, I think it doesn't worth it. Because there is no benefit of prophecy in Nigeria. That divide families, it causes a lot of commotion, it causes a lot of trouble. Because the prophecy they are giving in Nigeria is just like a forecast. You know what I mean? Like you see something that is about to happen, you know that those things are inevitable. Just like accident, or it's common to us, or so many other business failure. You can tell people, I see somebody who is about to attack your business. Tomorrow that person might have challenges in business. So the prophecy they are giving is not really the prophecy. Normally, the prophecies happen to be the Bible, which Bible tells you from the beginning from the end from the beginning. If there's any book of prophecy, that should be the book. Every other thing we are claiming to be prophesying here is just mere man imagination. They are just playing on people's emotional intelligence. You tell them your problem when you visit the church or through your prayer request or whatever you are writing to them, they will see the potential problem from it. You know, that's how they operate. If I tell you that I'm having challenges in my business, you already know that in due time I'm going to have more problems. You can tell me that somebody is after my business, which in due time my business may close up. So they work on the problem at hand, the current problem, to nail your potential problem, you know. But they won't tell you the prophylactic measure. They won't tell you how to prevent it. That will show you that the prophecy is not of God. Now, I will advise some of our brothers that are close to Ebuka. He's a young man, you know. God bless him. He just his ministry grows just like a wildfire. But he won't be the last, neither will he be the last. Jehovah Witness, not Jehovah Witness, Jehovah Sharp, that time in Lagos, just like a wildfire, everybody started trooping in, even in choosing, even when the time of Badambaka, many of them have come and, you know, they are no longer relevant like it used to be. The same thing happened to Zion. But for now, he's at the top. I think it's that time he seeks the face of God afresh. Maybe I don't know whether that zeal he have there and it's still the same thing, or he have delayed or deviated, because sometimes we follow money, we follow fame, we sometimes be carried away from people around us. That's why sometimes Jesus would ask these disciples, who do people say I am? Can people validate me? What are the feedback? I want to have a review. Then some of them will say this and say that. I say, okay, what of you? How do you review me? These are some of the things, you know. So now, Ebuka should ask some of the people that are sincere to him, can you review what is happening out there? And he should also get a mentor who can mentor him on certain things. It happened in Bible. I'm talking as a Christian, you know. He uses also Bible. There was a time John the Baptist or whatever, was Paul, he always admonished Timothy, telling them what to do. All of them are pastors, but he's elder than them, more experienced in some certain things. So the more Ebuka is coming out to defend some things or do something, the more he implicates himself. I just watched a video from JPAC show where Ebuka was saying that some married women are coming to him to beg him to marry them, that they want to abandon their husband to come to Ebuka. He also said that a particular reverend sister, which he put it in the language of America, Ebuka, you know, maybe the reverend sister might be from Europe or America, I don't know. So that the reverend sister wants Ebuka to marry her as well. So all some of these things are irrelevant. This is not the word of God. This is not why church created. So the more you are coming out, the more people are giving people topic to speak or talk on. And for some of us that think that people want to bring our brother down, we want to attack our brother. No, Igbo are unique. Forget about what is happening of late. Initially, Igbo people who are in the olden days, if I'm a criminal, the whole villagers wouldn't accept me as a criminal. They would bundle me and throw me into the evil forest or chase me out of the village. But today, some of these people now married, the kidnapper, these people that import fake drug, fake medication, all those bad things. We know them. Some of them are our husband, our wives, our children, our mother, our relative. You know, no woman that will tell me that he or she doesn't know what the husband or wife is doing. But we cover them. But on like olden days, where somebody is stealing goats in the village, everybody know they will chase that person away. So ever since we left that kind of old system of Igbo, that's why we are having problem. But yet, Igbo still remain the tribe that we doesn't condone bad thing, whether our mother or brother is doing it. That's why it seems like whenever some churches do something, people will come and, you know, say something of that regard, you know. Because I keep on telling people, don't dislike the person of Ebuka. You might argue or dislike some of the things he's doing and the way he's not putting it right. You can as well table it diplomatically, just like brothers and sisters. If I'm going somewhere in Saudi Arabia or whatever, and people are attacking me, if Ebuka is there and say, brother, because he will come and rescue me. Likewise, if I see him, he's our brother. Let us not go personal. Let us go to some certain things. I remember he's not perfect. Far be it for me to defend anybody. He's not perfect. He can't going to do things perfect. The problem Ebuka have is the people around him. Those online bloggers that's why I call them psychophants. They just flatter people just for their own benefit. These are some of the things that is happening. But I pray that he will go to maybe mountain or back to the stone wherever he sleeps and see the face of God and come back afresh. He have grown some certain level. Though if you started your ministry, somebody said it's based on lies. I think Humphrey said that if you started anything based on lie, you always use lie to sustain that thing, otherwise that thing collapse. But however, he have gotten to some point. People already have confidence in him. Let him not make people to lose that confidence. He can now change some pattern and have a new life. People around you should be able to tell him the truth about him, what people are saying about him. You know, what people are saying about him. However, we have thousands of reverend fathers, pastors who have done worse than Ebuka throughout the whole TB Joshua. Of course, if you have the spirit of discernment, if you're a critical thinker, you know that all these things are magic. Suleiman told us, because I paraphrase their words, these are what they said. So Suleiman said that somebody disappeared here in Germany from Frankfurt Airport and landed in France. Brothers, we are afraid of him now. He said it. Pastor Chris also said that he has raised more than 50 people. Nobody asked Pastor Chris, where is the hospital? Give me the address of those people. These things are even more deadly than what Ebuka is doing. I'm telling you the truth. Yeah? These are correct. I didn't know that is the impossible. Adeboyo told us that he went to America and commanded stone winter to disappear and winter vanish. He also said that a young man was invited that somebody is sick in the east or whatever. Before this man could take permission from his working place and return to the east, the person after 11 days, that person came back for life after putting handkerchief on that person. I don't know how many people that saw that video. So these guys walk from one to the other. That's why sometimes people say that Christianity, you need lies to defend it. I'm a Christian, but it might be truth. Believe me, most of the testimony, if you didn't add lies in testimony, that testimony will never sweet. So now let us not center mainly on it, because we have other issues disturbing Igbo land. It's unfortunate that some of these pastors that are attacking Ebuka, let me put it in that way, or even Zion himself, sometimes in Ebonyi State, the hoodlums, alleged herdsmen, they went there, almost every village out there, even member of the Lord choosing with their apron that they told us that apron saved people. Somebody will come to the testimony and say that he or she bought an apron and that apron is bulletproof. But another person wearing that apron, something will happen to that person will buy. Now the question should be, if you are sincere to yourself, you'll be asking, is God a partial God? That we bought the same apron from the same pastor, but God choose to protect one and disappoint the other one. So these are some of the lies people cook up and down. And the aim is to sell the church product. Just like Lovell said that she bought the sacrament from Zion. And that thing bring out the breakthrough of $5 million or whatever. Assuming that testimony didn't leak to the faith, many Ebuka would have said something worth billions of dollars from that sacrament to olive oil, whatever they are selling. So these are some of the advertisements that is. So what am I saying? I'm pointing out in general that many of them in one way or the other lie to their followers, because people are so myopic that if you want people to believe in Waja, don't tell people truth. It is easier to convince people with lies than trying to convince them with truth. Even when people see correct evidence, that's why Matthias might be crying, telling people, look at the way I have seen thousands of people that are sick, they have drank olive oil, done all these things. They are now back to me. This is what I'm telling you. And you see people with that evidence, they are still doubting. So it is easier to convince people with lies than truth. Just like you rightly say, I'm not following Matthias because of whom. It's just I saw an atom of truth in what he's saying. That's all. Whether you're a Muslim or Ebuka, once you are saying the truth, I'm going to follow you. So what am I saying in general? Please, Ebuka is still our brother. Let us correct him in love. If you're a member of Ebuka, in fact, the best way to preach to people is through your life pattern, your lifestyle. That's why people call them Christian at Antioch. When they saw the kind of life they were living, they say, of a truth, these people look like the Christ. I don't know whether Christ exists or Jesus or whatever. I mean, that person that acted that movie, that image they displayed, that character they played about Jesus, I don't think there's any problem. So people saw them and said they are like their master. So now you that are defending Zion are defending whoever you are defending, can people now follow you because of the comment or how you additional things? Even when people are telling you the raw truth, even when you know that this pastor have no atom of truth in them, or this thing they did is not in a line. And unfortunately, that's why it's a syndicate. You see some pastors defending some of them, telling you that prophet doesn't say everything, because sometimes they do make mistakes. God is not a man that he can say something and lie. If God tells you anything truly that God speaks to people, I don't know how he does it, but assuming that God actually tells you something, believe me, no power will stop that thing not to happen. But they just tell you what they want you to hear. Because they are humans, they play on our emotion. Some of them did business. Some of them they do some of these things that we are doing. They know the challenges of man. They know what we are passing. They know the area to put it. Just like if you open a ministry. Now, just like this woman, Pastor Bimbo, the one that lost her life in plane crash. She was having a program, single and married, knowing fully that this is the area. Many people are single. They want to go married. If you are doing program on visa, people are going to follow you. People know your problem, the area. So that is how this church operates. They capitalize on people. If they want to put that salvation message that will take you to heaven, if I thought there's one, nobody will follow them. That's why if you look at the pastors, the churches that preach raw salvation message, they only have 10 people following them. They don't come there to do miracle for you. They come there to tell you that you are going to get a new job. They are going to tell you that if only in this one we have hope in Christ. They are going to be preaching to you the message that will quench the appetite to criminality. But nobody will follow them. So that's why we make our pastor to lie directly or indirectly, because we put much expectation. In order to fill that gap, they tell us some certain things, combine truth and lies, and dish it to us until your eyes open or you encounter reality, just like Matthias. That's when you realize that all that glitters are not gold. So if you are going to church, go there with your brain. If you are following Omena, go there with your brain. And finally, please, if you're a member of Omena and you actually want people to follow you, you have to show a kind of love. The way you speak to people, the way you talk to people, your character should display whom you are. You don't do it by aggressive. Nobody follow you if you are so aggressive. Nobody does that. Likewise, if you're a Christian, and if you see where a Christian is preaching, don't go and interrupt that person or disturb him or her, or go and put your own microphone and start to say we are fighting. We are brothers and sisters. All religions are man-made. They are imported. Don't do that. You can correct your brother in love. Once reality hit them, they will come back to the truth. So these are the little I want to say. I also want to encourage Governor Soludo, to extend this thing to not just preaching, to fake prophecy. Any pastor, any man of God that tell somebody now that I know somebody who is after your wife, I know somebody who is making you not to get married, I know somebody in your village is behind you not to travel abroad, then Soludo should go and arrest that pastor, so that that pastor will tell us that person, so that they can prevent that potential problem. Just like I said, people are planning how to eliminate you. People are planning how to buy you. But God said, I'm going to cancel it. You have to tell all those people so that the government will go and arrest them, so that the whole plan will be scattered. Because if you pray that day and that person escape, the person are going to come back tomorrow, because anybody that is after your life will do all his possibility to get you down, one way or the other. So if anybody gives any prophecy now, government have to follow that person. Before you know it, all these prophecies of a thing will disappear. Don't forget that after God, government have the power. You can see what happened now. Just reaching through most of Soludo in action. Both Akuko, both native daughter, both one, everybody on the run, everybody disappear. Governments have the power. Now that they put the law of preaching, did you see that preacher saying I bind Soludo in the name of Jesus? The power, God has given us that power. Other governors, or whatever, should start those things. I believe that in due time, we are going to have a sane society again. If you are preaching to people, you don't need to go and make noise. A marketplace is where you do business. Remember, if you go in your business today, you didn't sell today, you didn't sell tomorrow. Check the money you spend on transportation, you eat. 1 year, if you calculate it, you go back to square one. You don't have insurance in Nigeria that will take care of you if you are sick. If you buy now, nobody going to take care of your children. Everything about you is centered on that business. So if you are closing your shop because you are going to 4 p.m. morning mass, evening service, or crusade, this thing, you lock your shop and jump into the Alvin crusade in Anambra or Lagos. You jump there, close your shop, abandon your job, you are deceiving yourself. Pastors don't know you. They're only there to make their own profit. The more crusade, the more money they make. The more evening service, the more money they make. And Catholic, somehow, I think the Pope or whatever should put eyes this, because Catholic give room to some of this thing. Some of these guys, even in Baka, they always attach themselves as a Catholic, but claim to be they are independent, but claim to be under Catholic. That's why sometimes people tell you that Zion is not a church.
That is very bad, because
people tell you that Zion is not a church. Now, Zion is a church. People go there on Sunday. People do the same, everything they do in church. Is there anything different? If you have a prayer house, I know those days if people have it in their village, just a locality, there's a different ball game. It's church, but they always attach themselves to Catholic. So Catholic, I think it has happened when Catholic people realize that Pentecostal are now drawing their member, because Pentecostal is a bit similar to Anglican, you know. So now Catholic allow that because I think Father or whatever they started it. Now it's becoming a personal business. You don't differentiate Reverend Father with the other one that have the individual or private business, you know. These are the things. So Catholic also have to do something there, and people have to start teaching people the truth, because once you know some of the truth, you won't fall victim anymore. Okay, so these are the only thing I want to say. I don't dislike Pastor Ebuka. People always say if Ebuka bring himself out and make some errors, blunder, we're going to capitalize. It's just like if a defender make blunder, the attacker will capitalize on it and score goal. So we have thousands of pastors, but they are not bringing themselves out. They are not, in fact, say whatever you want to start about choosing on back and nobody cares. Their member doesn't even react. Then what will happen? You close your mouth. That is it. If I talk about Waja to talk, Waja didn't respond to me, I will be tired. I won't talk anymore. But if he keep on bringing some certain things, I'll be talking on it. So Ebuka should go and this spirit of pride, he should have to pray about spirit of pride. One of this gift of Holy Spirit is meekness, humbleness. Ebuka is too proud, if I'm not mistaken. The first time I started in Hamwele before the arrest of Ijele, immediately he did one program that attracted millions of people. He said that this guy must have deviated from the truth. Everybody that understands Igbo is the Igbo language, a phrase that is deeper than what we can understand. Yeah, anyway, Ichokwalia, Ichokwanuzomena, Ichokwana Iko, Ichokwan Igbo, Ichokwana court, Ichokwan ego. These things are not supposed to be heard from pastors. However, he's not a human being. Don't expect him to be perfect. Know God for whom he is, know God for yourself. This God is God of universe. Nobody knows God more than me. If I claim to be a child of God, you don't know me more than my father. So that's why I couldn't remember praying or going to any pastor to bless me or to pray for me again. Go now those days. If I need blessing, my mother can lay hands on me. I can pray. If God can't answer me, nobody will convince God to answer me. If God cannot solve my problem, if I ask him, no other person that have a point anointing or whatever that will convince God to answer me is impossible. 95% of your prayers are man-made. Until you get yourself in an advanced country, you realize that what you are praying for is children's bread. Let me go to work. At least before I finish, I'll come back with 10,000 naira. God bless you, my guy. Thank you very much. Thank you, my people. Bye.
Okay, Jack, thank you very much. You know. Edoche mmụọ na-apụ abụgara iru star.
Na ndị na-ege anyị ntị ekene m unu. Mana nke taata esonye m taata ọfụma. Ejibụ ndị ọda of my Facebook ya na-eso mana ọ dị ka notice mgbe ị na-ajụ na ma na-esi gị na nnu ya. Eji my main Facebook wele follow.
Okay, afọ
yeah, so wule maka okwu akpụ n'ọnụ. Mana m na-ala ka isi na nke gọvanọ Charles Chukwuma Soludo wee gbatazie na nke nwanne anyị nwoke wele wee mechie maka m ga-alị nke ya ọ. Ịma mgbe ihe niile na-abido ka m bịa na-asị na ọtọcha m ụtọ na onye jere n'ubi ihe ilụlọ enweghị nke particular ilụlọ ya awụ ọjọọ na-ehụrụ nọ eti gwa isi, you know, from the start ị na-ehopu ihe ọbụla bụ ilụlọ n'ubi anwa afiu nọ ya eme ubi niile adị ọcha ịghọtago. So I'm still standing on that ground telling our amiable governor Professor Charles Chukwuma Soludo na ihe anyị chọrọ ka o mere anyị bụ ya fight everything bụ corruption. Aka na-ekwu ya na-ekwusi ya ike ihe ọbụla corruption ma ọ dị n'ụlọ ụka ma ọ bụ be ndị dibịa ọ dị ma ọ dị na gọọmenti haus. Nke gọọmenti haus a ka wee dị anyị mkpa. Nke gọọmenti haus a ka wee dị anyị mkpa because ọ bụrụ na gọọmenti body dị more regulated, onye ọ na-eli ụgwọ ọrịa onye ọ na-eli ụgwọ ọrịa If I na local government chairman.
And what I can the meta is no church, and never church, map one my government.
Waja, you go check.
And then guy and way, but I say, Nanka, no, the must be nobody in the car.
Waja, mom, Gamucha.
I don't know, maybe get to the people that if I back them back, sin I another church, you could see, I am a Roman get church. I never take it. I want
to church. Now, Manachel. Because here you na afuni na ina otu isi akwa ma na nke gị na nnọkwa na my page ana akwa ha na ajoka ndị ba anyị ma na ebe problem anyị si bụ na gọọmenti anyị na-eme anyị ọfụma anyị afụ na nwere anyị nwere ndị niile ije tọwọrụ n'ụlọ ụka na anyị ekwesịrị ike ije tọwọrụ n'ụlọ ụka je na-ekpe ekpere ka Chukwu mere anyị one or two na ebe ihe kwesịrị ike imere anyị bụ gọọmenti ha dị in charge kịta. Had in charge of our mineral resources, had in charge of even our everything. Government being a beginner, now you have to say government property. So if I get my use the place. You know. So if you know government go to in Afwania, why can't you ask now this regulation? Yeah, come on a government house. Makana I wanna suru do on no go man and where on a mana econine I know that I 18 and all and I'm branch off. I want to look at government chairman, no gun up here on early, no going up on early. The man I get Gondi in the one I roll. If I not get enough, ma, if we get just like Mosina Mount, my appointment state to a mountain, sitting in a but as na seat, yeah, he a quick feature little and the son to and then the man earlier, only earlier, only I just seen him there go. It will leave at your kilo and how create job opportunity for their people, and I fear. Stadium Harrow, maybe about hundreds of people now in the stadium, and then as I even all these things. So all the same thing kind of say our government of Anambra State, as no Zama have woken, Yaneba and all. So higher me, I preach if I preach. How government, Yanaka, I am almost a government, you were asking you 1 million venture. Yotana, you 1 million venture, my home million venture. So, I'm not a was a government, you have an man government, Hamika was seeking. Why not combat souls? No soul can combat ever. I combat that soul with the help of God job opportunity and the right in government name. The mother of Niva in the Kubezo. Mon I would be maybe just some million, Moradilla. On I would be maybe just some million. I did persecute them, my joy for an annual regulated. Then people will go back to what we are combating them from. Feel and I so government need help. Why? I not seen them put on you can boon the jet pepper. Put on our ministry a boon the jet pepper and all Yanaka. Jail war on any one government Yapo. When I did our government and not look on the Zoku. A man I have on the Zoku. If you get it. So that's what I felt. Then I don't know about Salunk onion preach because also some guy I go even in Doka. Onion preach Nima governor. That net to go on me one. Not only go to an okay. One year to wear Bomobala, Niso to him and Gisu to pass. We will not talk more betting. You go more betting and then a great city where this was to say. So, more early the Berman and the learning is like Gisu to Napoto. Even issue to Tuama. It was seeking more than one microphone, not this window baby. That's Galas not. He allows what to meet Hela. If we are already on the microphone, and then when I'm talking the microphone, or the other beach.
You use one hour again, he had a final.
So, all that,
than I watch it, by the year, my brother, I watch it because in my language I use.
So, all that microphone, not the beach. You know, they tell the microphone this beginning show. Mbamubi kenga moja wajali mwadapo miharusi no ubi kulomwa and for free ifugia so if nandi ana mebe mwanda na kulomwa de orugogo yota go so ika government men na auto mezbo to mana ogwo no meziri nka kita ndize carry their way no there is still injustice somewhere in the case of Akwa Okotiwalaki don't win gamma after ke wo the chari Gane chai, you know. anyị na-echezikwa na ndị mere ihe dị ka ya na-agba ya ndị dibịa na onye dazi iwu from that day something like that eje nwụchiri ya no mana eji based on past ihe a na-emegasị wee sị na etuwe na onwe oge anya nwara ike ga-ala ịfụ nsị ka eje tuwegoro na ya afụ ajọ ife ya and etuwe ọ dịkwa nke afụrụ ajọ ihe maka ọ na-afụrụ ajọ ife ụmụ nwanne anyị aka apụtago since ịghọtago. Now I was expecting Governor Chukwu Soludo to use that same strategy. No one in the past to preach about the chason where video, you know, Mandina to Mama Ukunoja, Mandina whatever. Oh, I guess no one poor some not bending because I can also go on the use in the Boski. So anything go with that guy, come, I'm not going to bend the Boski and Ryan society. Not every day, then what about one? And I check in the Boski roll for, you know, and I check a style be near. So any the only way even the Boski and sit there now. I got the general public and I'm all there aware because you don't know the family in the Boski can all be that. And then the market. So I preach government in Nanyalanya. That's just it. Then can government because I go come for the family in Nanyalanya. No million mencha or bow. Oh yeah, buying a quokum. And now for the result. The result of farmer. It's just our on young jacket or both. So government Yanaka. Then I go back on honorable one night with evangelist Chukuji Walongwall. Now what I'm working on or this is or it's not a this Najama. Or it's not a this Najama. So man, only if Tom near Nanaman. Yetana. Fr Nwebe Joy put a challenge Ebuka Obi and also an own memory fa. I was expecting Ebuka Obi that go just with that Bible. I was expecting him to just see Ebuka Obi that the blessed climate. My judgment there for Abudanazu. That judge there where Moina above veggie. Etana. Man, no use the common technique our forefathers in the use. See, I begin. What was Sierra Yabogi? Zodo banana connected to the nature. One new virgin.
Yes.
So Kayona Kuzigi, na father Jiba na sigi ni get there. Na father Jiba, Metazi, get them don't need this proof. Now, don't need in with it. No. We use the strategy, the psychology. Indeed, our forefathers in the use.
In the Bible.
Connect yourself to the nature, not nature.
I'm going to virgin.
Mbaka to APS to go because one a virgin never when you are on a book, on a book. As one and a power, every day when we are talking to nature, you are connecting there. Once in hours both. So Fr Nwebe Joy, I'm going to Madina, even the forefathers are in a Ubezo. After. In any even we have done a teacher. So it's open after going and the mother notice here, but I wasn't listening to all these things they're saying.
I have by people notice here, care on the money to have a notice here, give an man and the mother of you.
Immediately,
people knows the truth. Here they could about the religious ones, let Jesus smell me. Now, Jesus will go here back about one of her. You don't have to be talking about them. A lot of people Malaysia no only man plenty people and people are changing.
Yeah, because listen, bro, on your hand when I see just like the other day, I was telling people when the ancestors
there is a can see about if I go because my brother Chuku something send the request. He need him updates and he cannot. And my ad quite get open or connect or you need him updates. Don't you get any real? Okay, so come with that million.
I like him too. Before ever remember we go ndị banyị na-ede mana mgbe ndị nna nna ife na amanzu na ha jikwa that time na ozu na-eme other things yotago maka na the first thing I bịa pụta n'ụwa bụ ọdịnala yotago I for ọdịnala ndị nna nna ya we pay attention to that ordinary. That is nature. I pay attention to nature. We fun ihe niile gbasara nature bụ naanị ka ọ na-eme. ụdara na-ebu naanị ọ daa naanị onye ya alacha ya nọ naanị ewelachacha ya gbufuo mkpụrụ ya ọ daa naanị pụkwa naanị ebe ahụ iweta osisi butuo osisi na ana ka ọ ya ada iweli ya ruo oche na ana ka ị lụrụ ya ichi naanị n'oche a na ana ka ọ bụ ije n'ubi depụta akpụ na ana ka isi bụrụ ya ife niile ị na-eme naanị ha wee necha ihe niile anya wee be anya omenanị wekwa ndị be anyị n'ife niile na-eme n'ụwa bụ naanị ka ọ na-eme onye si gị na o nwere ife na-eme n'elu gwa ya nkịtị naanị ka ọ na-eme ya ka anyị ji wee nwee omenanị wee sị gị na ama nhapụ omenanị meme omenelu bikọs onwe ife na-eme n'elu mmiri zoro n'elu naanị ka ọ na-ezo everything na-eme bụ naanị ka ọ na-eme anyị kpọnye omenanị wefu na ndị ancestors anyị na-agwa anyị eziokwu ndị eziokwu asị from experience ifu ya so onye ka na-egbu onwe oge ka na-abaki up onye na-eme arinji amazịgo m ife nọ ebe ahụ eme ife ọka nwanne anyị nwoke ahụ fere ya ma na uche m na ya gbakọrọ ọnụ ji wee kwuo na ife a na-ekwu about virginity ọ gazi bupụzie uche ndị mmadụ from the mountain mana ebe ọrụzi o bupụrụ uche ya ka na-achọ ịgwa gị because o nwere ihe nji wee like people so gị they know when to quit. I'm telling you kama na ọrụ anyị na-arụzi na-anwụ ọ ya bụ ndị be anyị quit ya fụkwu ụdị ife yiri ibe a ka ha ghara ijezi di ya again maka mmadụ ya sị na o jere ebe a ji ebe a na onwe ife na-eme ebe a ka o je tụgharịa ya saịdị nke ọzọ ejeletara ya saịdị nke ọzọ na onwekwa ife na-eme saịdị nke ahụ natawa ka anyị bịara by nature ka anyị bịara by reality na reality ga-eji ebe ndụ onwero egwu m the last time m bịara ebe a when we were talking about spirits I was telling you people that otu anyị na ọ bụrụ ndị mmadụ that I don't believe that we are trying to connect ourselves spiritually with some problem without knowing that we are actually spirits experiencing humanity. I know immense humanity experience. So by so doing, I was thinking me even the mother name, not until I am no spirit. But for now, I never. If I get a marry from the mother name, the mother name so bad, and the man are so bad one. The man so bad. That is it. But see, image I even the mother name, in that you have a spirit able. Ihe anata wazo join kwa ndị mmadụ as na reincarnation na-eme ọchọkwa that is cycle. So otu a ka m si wee na after this whole thing then nwanne anyị nwoke Chukwu Ebuka Obi oge ọbụla ndị mmadụ ya na-ebe ka na afịa
enwere iwe dochie ka mbeka address ya someone please. Chukwu dị ebere Ifeanyi Chukwu need ime update mee update jee na ya phone jee na research iklik ya research ị na-anya na research ya ị na-anya na Play Store sorry jee na Play Store ị na-anya ya for research klik ya na research ya ịgbagota n'elu then ịgbagota n'elu a iklik ya type update all or update yeah, apps dị na phone you kwesịrị update you made the update o wee gị jegoro mess also Facebook and the messenger so that na ya abata after this program you mess all so that no ga na ga abata you make update ya and go your call to same goes to Ikenna stay emego nke ka anyị ma no ya abata nwunu gani redoche please
maka ndị ya bụ imegharị ọnụ asị gị na nwanne anyị nwoke Chukwu Ebuka Obi na no ministry ka ọ na-eme nwere onye ọnọchi no we shouldn't be saying that. Ọ bụrụ na ị na-eme ihe dị ka m nwee bread for example na ị na-eme bread weta afụfụ nọ wee build your brand wee nwee label ya nylon na-eji eti bread wee na-eji your bread mmadụ somewhere wee wekwada same nylon ọ dịgo nwere na-eme mkpọtụ mmadụ wee wekwada same nylon ahụ iji package that your brand that your bread wee ji na package another product you will not be happy with it. And don't even for them n'etiti ndị Catholic na Ebuka Obi marriage wey dey Ebuka Obi ịma na okwu a na-abido since edejere ya akwụkwọ edejere ya si ya nwanne na ide akpa agbaso usoro Catholic Church ebe ọ na ị na-ekpecha plate anyị ebe ọ na ị na-adọba Virgin Mary akpụrụ akpụ ịtana people believe that na ihe na-eme bụ ife Catholic then you have to be doing ihe ndị Catholic na-eme. Then ọ bụrụ na esi na-enwe ife ndị Catholic na-eme, wepụsịa n'ibe ahụ eji ọmara anyị, iwepụsịa ya fine. And nye na onwe ya ruo ga-eme mana o wepụsị ife nke mana mụ nwere efe because mgbe ọsọ pụtara na-asị ndị Catholic jide m nọ nke unu nke mụ na ọzie nọ nke m. A sị gị na-eke unu ga-anwe ịtụtere 2 ya 2. Na-ekwu ya with case study. Onye ma akwa Imo steeti ọfụma, o nwere one man a na-akpọ Fada echezo mafia. Ọ nọtara ka Fada si na Fada agaghị agụ ya. And mgbe ọ na-eme program na-ekwo ekwo, ọ na-eme program na-ekwo ekwo as a priest. Mgbe o bido the nurse Catholic Church na half of as in half, almost all the congregation n'ebe a wee bụ onwezo na-abịa. Today, you know the message we preach na radio station. That is what he do. Or they have that's the American public because the mother that does makana the brand naira no jere bread and I'll be naira na. So the mother above and ga war high life baby. You go. So far that here. And don't try to be Ebuka no. Oguni na Ebuka na no because of normal. Go to the Sierra League ike when to the send them ike because some local league will even just sell right here. If you get it. Then ndị ahụ ike sel ji aka gị kesi na-eturo narratives onwe priest na ahụ virgin nyapụta onwe priest na ọda ala nwunye mmadụ nyapụta onwe all you saying all these things and at the end of the day onwe the priest does equal against you people are saying amaghị ihe eji achọ ihe Ebuka Obi but mgbe ọ na-ekwu okwu against priest ka ebe ndị ahụ nọ why are you not telling him to shut up ị na-ekwu against people na challenge people orisi mgbe abịazi defend onwefa asịkwazie na ọ na-achụ gị by what ka ibe a na-achụ gị for and then mpako dị n'ime that guy too much and amaghị m ife ịma asị na ịgụ akwụkwọ amaka since a na-ekwu asị na akwụkwọ adịrọ mma abụcha ife niile nna akwụkwọ amaka akwụkwọ ebe a nọ ị na-agụ ọgwụ nwere some like ịgụ ọgwụ ya nwere some things and mgbe ị na-agụ ọgwụ ọ bụ ọsọ sika na-akụzi gị n'ụlọ akwụkwọ you are also studying the characters of your fellow students. Onye bụ a na-ekwu if you pass through university will pass through you. Ị gaa through school will pass through you. School passing through you bụ all those
behavior character
ịmụtara ebe ndị student ahụ nọ onye mgbe a ga school pass through you. So ime somebody dị ga-Ebuka Obi anyị ga-afụ na onwedị ihe ụbọchị anya na ụmụ akwụkwọ and ọ na-ekwu to his level ọ pụtara ọ na-ekwu ya na-eme expect na mmadụ niile ọ na-agụ ya na his level. So somebody like me na na-emeghị anya mana ife na-egwu abụrụ ya ịpụtazi ekwu onye ndị otu ya anwa amaghị ife a na-agụ anwakwa nọ n'ime ebe anwa agwagafta and the bridge fact wee jekwufe mkpali ka ya akpaliba gị ozugbo ndị eriri ndị mere ibe a mkpali anwa and mgbe anwa nna agwaghị ya mgbe anwa o bidoro na-ekwu ihe ahụ ị na-afụ omume anwa n'ime ndị na-eso ya ị na-afụkwa omume anwa n'ime Ebuka na onwe ya because ndị ahụ na onwe ya na-akpalikwu ịghọtago na ọ na-akpalikwu ma ndị priest ma ndị fada ọ na-akpalikwa na-asị ya pụta na onwe onye nọ n'ụwa adịghị righteous like him something like that. The same Ebuka Obi pụtara in open place na before when the congregation n'okwu na ọ na-ekwu ụzọ change all their mind. Ịghọtago na ọ ma na ụfọdụ ibe ọ na-ekwu ebe anyị na-enwefe iwe na onye na-akpọrọ ya egwu ụzọ na a na-arụ ya arụ. Look at the words si na ọnụ this guy apụta and the people are sitting there listening to him. Mgbe ụmụ nwaanyị anyị ejezi na antenatal na ndị dọkịta na-eribe ọrụ. Imagine that. So ka nnọkịta nwunye m bi n'ebe antenatal obi ekoro m n'elu maka na pastọ ya agbada nwunye m na-adazi anya efugo ya ọ bụrụ ife gị na ọ bụrụ takata n'ụka. So all this rubbish were awareness ya anya as you know the church has to be regulated. Onye na-ekwu the other time apart from Catholic and Anglican no nzukọ ọzọ na consider somebody will tell me that all of them are fake. I know but o nwere nke a na-regulate o nwere nke ya bụ ife mee na ya enwe onye isi edekwu onye ya na-eme ebere na ministry gị ya wee onye isi ihe edekwu ọ ife ọjọọ ka ọ ya eme saịdị ọ chọrọ na Baịbụl ọtụwata mana nke Catholic na aya agwa ebe ya agụ aya agwa gị ife ya ụtakọ dị na Anglican So look at one day I regret more regret mu. All na sin mu kube. Mma sin de bai. All this need okay mo. Ni awuna na emu nuka. See practice where nka wa regret because I'm on the Catholic Church. By origin, the against anything miracle. They against anything Holy Ghost fire. They against anything I'm telling you.
Vision, prophecy.
So all these things had it against. We find one guy and another thing never did cheat and then the guy had I'm telling you, Catholic is defeating today because they are looking for a way to bring back those people on happen. They are trying to do what those people are doing there to bring them back without knowing that not that thing they was. And today was Catholic itself are losing members too because some of them they go fed up with church. You're talking going to be fed up with church, just like what I asked our one night we get about that day, okay, Timothy. Nasia, no go Igbo. Emen sent before. Onwelo. If you buy one in them Doja, if you go have the only do the money go to best about one. If we be there set up. If you want to
Okay.
So, I want to talk about
well, 1 minute round up, don't check us. I got you guys because
stars, no brother. I got you. Come busy.
Well, 1 minute round up because you run up. Never be same closer.
Okay. So, Nanjadam, Anama, one day mother. Oka. They can go as moon, no aging, but I cannot do. No young age one. Only if I will make a knife from Oka, meaning nothing to be no. So, can you maybe I maybe friendly night was seeking man. Anything in there, man. Anything I never hope no one knows about it. Check that in happier. I never get none. Kyle War dignity in level. Let's change our narrative. I will save our society. Because without doing that, and one on one idea, one idea, table of an half. I'm telling you because I'm a member. So I do it and ever, I won't my idea. Go and go for this seven and how when they give you very simple. Just like what I say, a big guitar, didn't burn apply. I may be stifling in I maybe. That means and then I don't a bell of family. Never come my general.
Okay, thank you very much. Oku you water just that now. As soon as when manufacturing and when they were manufacturing a fuso. One of them one manufacturing a quote, but I'm believing if I never a page here. They can see one hour and I be by am TV. In I gonna pay an agent of my Ntia in a brain for thinking. If I'm an necessary KK. I care about this league because never and I are going to years you solve my problem. I say I will go keen and when I have baby and if you don't want to go. Yes, near your combo, try be an all good enough pure water, let pure water, let go to pure water, he let pure water and the whole hotels in Oka, Anambra State, Noka, supply of pure water, supply van on each other, Sapa, even ye busu, they gather rather than a gather on a spirit, a good in a mother. So, what also win my and cure back. Yeah, a Dutch one up of Becker and Goff Moku water. Thank you very much. Start one up of Ganiru. If I because nobody can send their request. Yeah, give my about the last person. I'm to be close.
Yeah. Yes.
Start Ganiru, please.
We have taken it upon us. And I wonder by the way forward. Because now Ezioku deka mpula akụ oyebuyome.
Yes.
Every time we come here to tell a lot of people, massive, like max, like so many number of people na abafu. Ezioku. In anyị obodo ọwana na work today. Obodo ọwana na function. Ndị be anyị na-eje wete visa. Budget the obodo etu anọ Sweden kita ọ na work. Banwe system na work. O nwere ihe ha ji religion eme. who practice go religion in the past. Today, they have a system. They have system that work for them. They create things that work for them. When you are practical things. Out na ndị ndị Igbo, ndị Africa, they face so many challenges. If one year jere akwụkwọ ọkpọ onwe man of God, evangelist, ikekwe ofe elugo na business niile o mere. In fact, ewepụ Bible ahụ o bụ nwere ihe bara uru ọ ya emenwu, because ifugodu ka o si ekwu okwu ị ga-ama na onye a nwere ihe ọ ga-emenwu apart from ihe ahụ ọ na-ekwu, because even what he's saying is not making sense. But ị ga-afụkwa people based on not because of ihe okpukperechi, ị ga-afụkwa ndị mmadụ anọrọ ebe a na-consume ihe ha supposed consume. But in normal circumstances, ị na-consume all kinds of things are drama for you. Let's take it for instance. I believe na obodo ndị dị mma esigo from dark age. Like face go from dark age, Batazian at this age, like for instance, Germany, when Germany the bad, if one lose yourself, another as as a foreigner, because and we different type of racism, and we racism and emendoji, we racism and emendoch and dozo. The other go and we Western Germany, where Eastern Germany, where wall demarcated na dark age. But today, the world are getting better and better over and over. You cannot tell me that name alone as Zion. Ebuka Obi na say the private pass. Onye kpo ya private pass. Na akoda akukanda na something oyi. Na achigwa m na Chineke no dia. Which type of God is there? Ndị be anyị etete n'ụla ma n'obodo ndị a na-ewe visa aja agbaje na once valuru dia, ma ndị be anyị ka na-eje ụka n'obodo oyibo ma na different things ka na afụ dia. Why can't we emulate from those places anyị na-eje were visa wa eje? Because the only difference between anyị nwa na banwa, we are not doing things right. We're supposed to do the things right and get right results. You cannot tell me now the things in the buy and consume today. No way, no way. I beat my chest and tell you that no way. Today, we are here and we're Oka Mbaka, the buy no dia na group on a trend indicator now. See, I focus well structure on Oka. Now selling ya. Akpụchasịa ndị ọcha like ndị ọcha start ndị ọcha a na-agba egwu. Number one, the reason why eji alụ ụlọ ụka oto ogologo, so ya ịbata dị ipe mpe, ma reason why eji alụ ya. Ndị kreti okpukperechi ndị a nchemi echiche echemi wee create that thing, because while ụka design the way was we design ya all for the seat ịbatania nwanne ichefuo mkpa gị for temporary ịbata dị ya na-agba egwu a na-akụ egwu ị na-agba egwu ị na-enye anya elu na roof ị na-afụ image onye nwa bekee image nwa bekee anyị na-afụ ị na-afụ ya like nwa bekee ị gatụrụ nwa bekee nweta chukwu. So image etila anyị n'ime o nwere ndị dị ka anyị ndị dị anyị akpụ dobe di ya ndị akpụ ndị ọcha ụmụ nwa bekee ndị a nnọbefe today yotago you are the religion ewetala anyị. Then ịnọrọ ebe a na-agba egwu ịnọrọ in spirit like in whatever you call spirit or imechi anya na hallucinate ị ga na-afụ image nwa bekee n'isi gị. Ịnọrọ ebe anyị na hallucinate feel ya na problem gị adịgo solved. N'ugwu na gị na-emekwa expire ndị nwere ọrụ ịpụzi adị a ka ị ga-aghọta reality. So the truth is that enwego eji ewe were nna nna anyị fa in the dark age. Understand? Nna nna anyị adagị ụdị iberibe ahụ. But wee mụta anyị, we should do better, because we should be able to sort out this truth and make this truth stand, irrespective of how many numbers of people that are still in the church today or anywhere. You have to go. All anyị bụ ị na-apụta na-agwa ndị a na-etake time na-agwa ndị a because religion a ndị be anyị nna nna anyị ba accept ọ bụrụ by their choice. Ewetara datin force ọba n'ike wee ibe nọ naanị na-echeghị echiche echem ifu ụdị ekpukperechi ndị be anyị na practice ifu na okpukperechi nwa bekee wetara design ya force anyị were into it na-eme somebody nọkọta sị na akpọ ya oku na Lord na-speak to him. Even our people still believe them up till now. Tata ụka na ụfọdụ nọ na-achịnye aka elu. I can tell you na m pụọ n'etiti obodo Stockholm na Central Station Stockholm, ị ga-afụ na nwere ebe people dị busy, ndị je night shift na-eje, ndị na-eje morning shift na-eje na-ana, ụlọ ọgwụ na-alụ ọrụ, police na-alụ ọrụ, enwere anything like typical example. Ị na-anya ịfụ na Soludo ideology onwe ọ na-ekwu okwu na-afụ na enwe some sense ọ na-eme gbana nwayọ ka anyị eji wee richie na that point. Ife a ibe na-achọ ụwa ịchọ izisa ozi ọma jebe n'ụlọ ụka, all small these things will die off. In today's world ụwa asaga anya. Whatever you call spirituality, keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself. Don't try to manipulate people. Even ụdị ife a na-preach today na ụdị ya na-akọ this guy yana Ebuka Obi na-agba mgba. Ị na-anya ịfụ na Wanapụ na-akọ ihe ọ na-akọ like onye nke akọ ma ihe onye nke ọzọ na-akọ ụfada ma ihe Ebuka Obi na-akọ ụfada cannot move us individually forward.
Just at the act of anger, the man will be the react out of anger.
Yes, ma ihe onye nwa na-akọ nwanne onwere onye virgin help. When you know that in the dark age. Understand today, what's again? Today, this world we're born ahead. One we're born ahead. This life we're born ahead. Malukwa malo na ndị wetara religion. Aki aro the damage I na suffer now. Kefu na onye egbule esu obi ọkụ. Wana afụcha all those things. Ụfọdụ ndị ọcha nụcha ndị be anyị, ụfọdụ ndị ọcha na-anụcha Igbo, ụfọdụ na-anụcha pidgin English, ụfọdụ na-anụcha rain English. Nwanne ibe a na-eme na social media na-aga viral ụwa niile. The world is like global. The world dị n'obe aka gị. Ibe onye imagine na nọ na Sweden now na-ekwu. Gị nwa nọ na Ghana na-afụ m. Likewise onye nọ na Japan nọ here na. Onye nọ na Australia nọ here. Ụwa dị global. Ndị ọcha nọlụba na-achị ndị ojii ọchị.
And that physicality may not be possible. No,
yes, ndị ọcha nọlụba na-amụ ndị ojii amụ. Ndị ojii elugo time wee jikọta n'ụla. But I believe na ndị ojii ga-eteta n'ụla. Because at a time, you will see that prayer will not cure you of liver problem, of kidney problem. Many people will aṅụ olive oil. Many people will aṅụ olive oil. Understand? Ọbụna afụgo m ndị tete n'ụlọ kịta iwe na-ewe due to na their mother nọ n'ụlọ ụka nwụọ. Ọya mamawa na aya, I suppose eke ya in reality, but their mother died n'ime ụlọ ụka because of ignorance. Ụmụ ha wee sị taa nọ ya zi eme na their own generation. Na wa emegharị ya. I believe na with time ndị ojii ga-etete n'ụla. That go this number of people Yoruba nọ n'ụlọ ụka today na-akọfsi akụkọ. Ọ na-awụ m ga-enye Ebuka Obi na-ekwu, m ga-enye all this men of God na-ekwu, m ga-enye this Obomonso na-ekwu, Mbakawa na-ekwu. Ya ifele ndị ojii a na-eme m ọ na-asọ ntị oyi. M ga-ezie ife ndị followers ha na-ekwuzi na-emezi ka ndị a si apụta anụ ọgụ on behalf of man of God. Nwanne sọsọ ifele eju m iru. Ọ bụrụ na ifele na-eme m for my own sake, for their own sake. Because Because my brother, let me tell you, the right in where as a human being, you don't know the power in where as a human being. But it took for power, it took for that power in where as a human being. Reduce one way to nothing. Je only if we know a failure, dalada. Now, what you will achieve one. That the only thing Maria only believe Maria Dobie born today. Only in order to get that thing only demand before the matter right, like different age. Oh dear. The man I need only I know bear one or move one. Managing Malama no men I need, no men I know when I have scale log. Jejoya background. Malo, you know why before. Malian community before. Mana okpukpere chunu na-ekpe na as long as you know about Jesus as your personal real savior, oh your record doesn't matter anymore. One in reality your record matters. Obu ni na you pido nda na di no mazi. One no nwere onye ibu. Up to you and nwoke ma na-akọ ụdị ibe ọ na-akọ onwere ebe in reality one I ga investigate that guy because on that thing na-egosi onwe ife ọ na-egosi a ga-ejenye that guy because that thing is not normal. But our people not there equal one were religion we divide and divide and when the upper Christians ka world but ndị nke a na-eme nke a ndị nke a na-eme nke a ndị does they have the impact in our society ndị nwa ife eluro 2% ndị nwe brain we jikaji brain we within themselves eluro 2%. For somebody on agbalụ one of God ya ọgụ ị na-asị ịnọkwa n'ụwa ọkwa brain nke gị ka iji wee my brother our people na perish for nothing. Ọ na-ewute m n'obi mgbe ọwụna ma ndị n'ọrụ gbakọ obodo ndị dị very very important n'ụwa wee sị ka ebe ndị be anyị nọ for now I suppose gị nachitere azụ because ụwa anyị nọ n'ime kitas automatically suppose activate our brain. I nachitere azụ bido use our senses. Even though now religion nwa bekee butere n'Africa nwanne we supposed to be dropping it now because enough. And even to make it worse, one night their own office before now to touch the England. There were chopped on a business, their own. Everyone mother say no come one night carry their room. Damage one night their business is pouring at church. Name in us, the more dangerous than the Nwabeke. Don't Nwabeke, the impact on me. But by now we're supposed to say no for these things because other me can pull the things on assumption still it can for university or job and get those things. I'm not how they feel when they hear these things. I don't know. On a day moon fella. On a day moon fella on your bogi, Aji Fenagi, on your Meginka, would you endure the ma is bad in the society. And on whatever only if you die, you gotta go in the buy need the inachitewazo. By now, we're supposed to like on your 1 hour failure. One as long as in a matter of money your business. Or blue Bible, when I got more than book. 1 hour is bonori. On your one I say, you know, Chegari go now. One no and no Chegari. The 1 hour, the more dangerous than you. All these men of God in Nanya, Ndani no failure throughout in their career, in their previous career. But today, we release our laws. Where put a package now manifest every day by day in everything they do. Lies. Mother knock at us, you know, need no pute. A man knock at us, you know, need no pute. For what? On when is the money didn't know then I
really want to understand that area.
My brother, the things in Africa, one I can vividly tell you never hell. I can stand here and tell you never hell. Hell I believe it or leave it. Human beings on the dinner no put no one. I'm off your dinner no. Can pass all human beings pass all put it. Oh, David, what in the bind? Okay, if this guy na case go mmadụ ga-esi n'azụ kpuchie enyo ọnụ si ekwuzi stop talking. Ị na-ekwu inyo n'ọnụ. Ifu mmadụ ịmara time ndị be anyị ji wee nọrọ ebe ahụ time one day m pụọ ebe a na-alụ ọrụ n'obodo a ka m gwa unu ka unu fugodu agbasa ọrụ ka unu fu rush hour n'obodo a ka unu fu rush hour n'obodo a ọta ndị anwa nọ ebe ahụ na factory ka wa suppose ịnọ na-alụsi ọrụ ike. Somebody, one man fail, one man fail n'ihe ọ na-emebu in the past. The job then prepare something like warehouse poko nwunye dia ka na-ekwu ejimu ya likewise ndị nọ na Anambra steeti ndị na-ebe dị iche iche a na-adọpụta unuju ebe ahụ ka ị ga-eje na-eke ị wee wepụta onwe gị na ibe ị ga-eji brand gị wee create ya ije ọrụ at the end of the day akwụ ụgwọ. Obodo a na-akwụ ụgwọ every 25th of every month nweta ya salary and ibe ọbụla ịlụta ka ya akwụ ya ịlụta 1 million akwụghị 1 million, ịlụta 10,000 akwụghị 10,000, ịlụta 10 million akwụghị 10 million. N'obodo a nara agwa ndị bebe receive believe. Enwelu section na-enye ọrụ, nwee section na-edicate ndị mmadụ for ọrụ, nwee section na-integrate ndị mmadụ for ọrụ, nwee section na-akụziere gị enye gị education, lead gị to that labor market. Why is it that n'obodo ọ na-work is speaking different language than what we are speaking over there? Government ndị nke felu bụ just well idea rapụ all those things ka ọ na-eme because of their incompetence. Ka adịghị hope never responsible. Onye ọwụna n'obodo oyibo na-ego olive oil na-ego odieshi bango onye ahụ wee failure. Onye ahụ obodo oyibo ahụ ọjọọ nwere ibe ọ mụtanwu okolo arụ ya nọ di ya mana brain ya ka ọ rapụ n'ụlọ wee pụta. Brain ya ka nọ n'ụlọ ụka ahụ. Understand? I suppose ị na-eje obodo oyibo ije obodo oyibo etu a nsi je obodo oyibo were isi gị na anya gị bịa gị ya na echiche gị neba anya ka nwa bekee si ebi ndụ. Na system nwa bekee ahụ wetara gị kwuo ụka ka ha wetakwa ya but why is it that na ha na-azị use abrakata abra? Today ị na-ekpe ekpere ka ije Germany, ka ije Denmark, ka ije America. Afọ m all those celebrities, all those content creators, ụfọdụ nọchazi America n'eti mana ụfọdụ adapụta were ọnụwa na cancel ife ọjọọ. Somebody like Ebuka Obi I suppose in on that kind of system they deceive people. When they believe it or leave it, you are deceived. In a buffer a lot of people, in a buffer them money, in a buffer. A nation and where people like this are they more of man. Things are gonna put are they make meaning. On whatever game begin to buy or on the region no. I can vividly tell you that the whole of Scandinavia, Germany, Denmark, Finland, Norway, even all the same people, they have different things. And every time they sit around table, they use their brain. One they schedule this school one age. Our people are far behind. You and the buying a produce women of God, men of God. What God cannot do doesn't exist. YouTube content creators. If their problem, you know, imagine this world.
Destruction.
My brother, ndị mere ndị ojii ife ka m gwa gị eziokwu akpagharịgo m mfụ na anị a na-azụ okwu with the same thing to Africa. etu esi nwaanyị na Sweden ka esi nwaanyị na Denmark, nwaanyị na Nigeria, nwaanyị na Cotonou, nwaanyị na Ghana, the same land. Etu esi eku ikuku ka esi eku ikuku ebe a na-eku ikuku ebe a. Etu anwụ a si acha ka o si acha ebe a na-acha ebe a na-acha ebe a. The different thing is mindset. Ụbụrụ ndị na-ebe a iwe ha si afụ things dị iche. The way esi plan ya things dị iche. The way people see behave the other side dị iche. I feel sorry for ndị be anyị. Ije n'ụlọ ọgwụ obodo a fụ ka esi plan ma emergency ma helicopter efu na anyị na-eme onwe anyị. Nna watch all this program a na-eme na be anyị. I don't know watch. You now watch out with my full brain, with my everything. The damage on na-eme ka nna afụ. Iberibe ndị be anyị na-ada ka nna afụ. Ị na-egezi ibe si na man of God, ibe si n'ọnụ apụta. Ọ na-agụ akwa. Every day by day, I know things a dey make sense. Etu isi alarụ na okwute ilu na Portugal agbawe igbe. Ndị mmadụ ji okwu aga, ndị isi dị mmadụ ji okwu aga, igbewe igbe to prove what? Were ikpere na-aga to prove what? Chineke ndị Afrịka sef, obodo ndị Afrịka ọnụ, ọ iwu na ya na-ata afụ before Chineke aghọta na ị na-ata afụ. Chineke ndị ihe ejeri na wilderness, ihe akpafuriri ihe eriri lalụrụ n'okwute. Ị ga-adị ka onye abụọ ọnụ, onye niile na abụọ before Chineke agọzie gị. Ka ụdị Chineke wega. Enwere m ike ịbapụta n'ụlọ ụka again. Ọ dịrọ possible for what? Under this type of thing a na-anụ every day. They are not even making common sense. Ị ga-afụ mmadụ ọsị gị believe what you believe what you don't know. Ọ na-agba m anya mmiri na this age anyị nọ n'ime na ndị ojii enwere ebe a na-afụwa in reality, enwere ebe a na-akpọwa, enwere ebe a na-recognize wa. All the type of things we na-eme. Somebody I got off school, good away na primary 4. Mụta ka esi agụ Bible, even on a preach Bible. On the deceive unu na cause chaos in the society. All these things, on what if one produce, it will not take ndoji from one step to another. And when in Anambra State, when in Lagos State, even in a capture Chandi Igbo everywhere. I capture our mind. Say no to these things. They activate your brain because only one of them do with brain. Man, you need to activate it and that you can do more than you think. As money being more than you think. In where power beyond your imagination. But it submit you to that level. Now, even like in a private past. Onye buzo me, imagine. This is too far. By now, unugana aboso. Helta skelta kungana about like this. Unugaju. Okay, by now, unugaju ekwensu no ọrịa niile because onwere ebe ekwensu no. Ekwensu nke efu anya. Nke a na-agwa gị this thing. Okay, as long as no begin agwa gị na that thing the bad. And they know it. Why are you consuming those things? Can we get you? That place put your problem no there. Many times here for you. Why do you still go there and consume these things? Can we get you? Obodi in a civilized world in the only difference between us and them is just here. Just here. That's it. Because even the so Anogoluman study and the mind, study religion, study your because I was like them. Every day by day, now fear each. Even can work you wouldn't can it now. The more bad than wouldn't kind people before. You can't be now, you can't be now associate you associate you. Enough for somebody. ọnọrụbịa afụcha m ụmụ nwaanyị dị ime ọ na-ebicha aka a na-ebicha aka ịmana onye anụrụ nwaanyị na omenala Igbo wee ofeke ịlụọ taa anyị ihe eji nụọ nwaanyị lụọ eji eji nụọ nwaanyị nụrụ nwaanyị nwanne iwe ofeke ịhụ reality mana Amerịka mana ebe a nọ because onye ọbụla nụ nwaanyị ya na nwunye ebi mụọ nwee family the more powerful government will recognize you I am man isi dị mma understand if somebody or saying or marry or not worry or not emekọ with nwaanyị ị na-ege ntị olu gị imekọ with nwaanyị ọbara na-agba ya na-arụ ife na akpụkọ na akpa amụ ya ọ sị gị na-akụsi akọ onwenugo onye full spirit anya I wish na ndị be anyị ga-anọ chee echiche ma na-enwere ihe dịka spirit ka ị natawa because in reality because I consider here ebe a nọ as a reality as long as na things anara work things niile a na-agwụ na ada work ebe a my brother beela onwe gị akwa because case ebe ihe eweta visa bịa nye testimony n'obodo a ebe ihe ego ụlọ nye testimony nwanne akwụ m ụgwọ ụlọ m bịa kwụọ ụgwọ ụlọ m bịa I don't give no testimony n'obodo a nwere onye na-enye testimony for buying house onwere onye na-enye testimony for buying car onwere onye na-enye testimony for getting job and the people are changing one job for another. Ndị mmadụ a na-ada ede prayer request ka ha wee change ọlụ ịchọ ọlụ ọ bụ ebe ya na-anụcha mkpọtụ ndị mmadụ another level ka m na-achọ ka m upgrade ya ebe ahụ ka m nọ kịta dị pro n'ilo ka m nọ n'egwu people nọ ihe ọnwụ na ịchọ iwelu brain gị jee mee nye nke ị ga-ajụ ajụjụ a direct ya gị anara ekpe ekpele ọkwa ifu ka m gwa gị all these men of God nwere unu udo n'onu ka unu dee eje na-eje ka unu dee ana na ana for their own good they enrich themselves out of una iberibe because by right those guys are failures they are nobody without una iberibe onwere ndị ya onwe na-egwu na-agwa ya
especially nwanne anyị
na-ewepụ mkpọtụ dị n'ụlọ ụka ya agba empty ewepụ human beings na-eme mkpọtụ na-eje n'ụlọ ụka na-eme ụkwụ a na-aba n'ụlọ ụka na-apụta enwere tawa dị ya human beings ma enye ọ dị bizi etu anyị ma afịa dị ọ na-azụ nke afịa nwere onwe ihe akpọsa dị ya na-azụ understand nke ụlọ ụka nwere onwere ihe ịmụ ị na-eme dị ya because God anọrọ dị ya. It's just total of waste of time and waste of energy. Ijecha ya bata ịdị tired imecha fasting pụta ụfọdụ na anyị ka nna anụ na people nwee ulcer since njibe obodo oyibo anụnụbeghị na people na-enwe ulcer mana ị na-eme ulcer ị na-emekwa fasting imecha fasting ọka njọ nke na-aka nri ụfọdụ si na ha na-eme dry makwa ihe dry ị gara aṅụ mmiri yara eri nri cells niile nọ na-arụ ya dry ya imecha ya brother imecha ya we must be telling our people the truth because only truth will set our people free. Ọbụrụkwa nke ahụ dị na Bible because of common sense. My brother, onye isi adịghị edu ndị na-afụ ụzọ. Most men of God most men of God anyị na-ene anya ndị isi in reality. Understand? They cannot lead you anywhere. Minus una we believe. That's our key point. Ewopu believe unu. These people ain't what they were. You go? So for am etua because ajunu na agbo eba no kawajuwe na eme ya wa na eme. Why is it that no one person, that one person from January to December, Lord is speaking to him. Ma gị nwa n'onwe gị na-eje ebe ahụ obi ọma gị niile na obi ọcha gị niile na focus gị niile, Lord never speak to you one day. This year agwụkwa, next year agwụkwa, ịnọrọkwa di ya, Lord never speak to you. Is it not high time you start asking yourself questions? Ma na-eshe ya brain eshe, ọkwa ifu brain gị akọpụ gị onwere all empty head in gị. Bank ị ga-remain until the day bịa chewezie echiche like me. The man that this guy no the nwere power to ikuchi your brain whatsoever. So God,
Udo the start one up ekere nga ọfụma ọdịrịzi try go ụmụ nwanne m unu na ife staff if anyị na-emekwara ebe a ka ọ dịrị anyị ncha na mma ọ bụrụ ka ọ dịrị a particular person like I'm always telling people ọ bụ niile ejebe dibịa adị na dibịa anyị na-eje bie ka anyị nwee ego ejesi na enwere ụlọ ọya abalị ọ bụkwa ndị na-eje na nke eze nwaanyị and na eze nwaanyị ya anyị na-eje na nke ya ka anyị nwee ego ị na-eji keke abịa eze nwaanyị na-anya moto ejesi na o nwere ụlọ ọya abalị gị ọ bịa bụrụ na ị na-eje ụka and niile eje n'ụlọ ụka na nke pastọ ahụ wee dịrịcha na yu nwee moto karịa gị nwee ụlọ nwee many things na-enweta ego karịa gị ejezina tinye anya na mmiri ka ị mara ife ọ na-eme wee nweta ego jee merie ka ịbụ na ya problem ga-adị solve. Ọ bụ niile eje ụka today mana ya pastọ dị richer than you your pastor dị richer than you ejezina n'ụlọ ụka ya nene ife ọ na-eme ọ bụ na anointing oil ka ọ na-ele jee konukọkwa ndị mmadụ lere anointing oil ka mbụ ife kpatara na ihe nwere ego bụna kandụl ka ọ na-alụ bụna pure water bụna factory pure water ka ọ nwere bụna factory kandụl bụna nọ na-ele odesi bangle na-ele handkerchief na-ele cream na-ele soap na-ele ka ebe a na-akpọ ya kalenda jee bido lele dosis ọ na-ele ka mpụ ibe be na chukwu ya goziri gị ịchọ ele ya na usoro ụka na igwekwa ndị mmadụ wayo otu o si egwu iwayo jee bido lele ncha na ude normally ka mbụ ibe me na ya na-erido ndị na-asọbụ ya problem because no business ya ka ọ na-eme. Yes, a na-akwụ ya tax, a na-akwụ ya seed, enwere ndị na-adachi egwu ka Chineke wee gozie ebe nwa so many ways jee mebe datin ka mbụ ibe me na ịma m nwetara ego ọnya ibe na-epreach ihe ka brain nwee ike na-arụ ọrụ very well because so many of our people their brains are dormant. Yes, all our people nwere functioning brain like Star said. I don't see the reason onye police eji na-eli ndị na-afụ ụzọ. It amazes me how so many of our people living in America ndị na-ekpe ekpere ndị na-agwọ ọgwụ ndị na-eme ezi nwaanyị na Nigeria na-eli diva. When we were growing up as children, I have done the America as the most intelligent people in the world. Today is no longer like that. And don't be very painful. You live in America na abịa ekpe ekpere na Nigeria. Ekwesị afọ ndị dị otu ọbanata na alfa paspọtụ ba chọọ ndị karị were paspọtụ ajebe ba nọrọ ebe akpere ekpere onye ọzọ eje baa uru na America. Iwe na-ewe iwe wezuru uru ndị iwe na-enwe iwe wezuru uru nke a ga-agwa mbido sụkọs ndị ọya asụkwa dị nne maka ọ ga na-abịa soro udo anyị kene ya ọfụma n'ọlụ ọma ị na-alụ a ga-alụgide ọlụ alụbanye na ndị nke a na-eburu spika dọbasị a na-ekwuchisi ndị mmadụ ntị anyị apịatụsi onye spika niile ya aga inside. Yes, ndị ọbụla na family ba ji ekpere ekpere ndị ekpere shouldn't be shouting na otu nwa ebe anyị ndị Igbo si emepu before iteta otu iwu ọjije chọọ ebe ya alụ ndị nke a na-ekpe from Monday to Tuesday pound onye ọbụla enwee chọọchị ọbụla ya esekpụrụ the pastor to anga 70 years or what 30 million naira close that place down were alụọ factory employ people ibe anyị ebe ịchọ ka be anyị dịka obodo oyibo ekerekwa m unu eziokwu sọ mmụọ na-apụ apụ ọ ya dị senior brother.
Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe on this channel and share this video. Subscribe and share. Thank you for watching. Stay connected.